Welcome back to the King and Queen Adventures YouTube channel. This is Adam, and today we are in Grand Cayman at the Cayman Turtle Center. Not something we knew at the time, but this is one of Grand Cayman's most iconic attractions, and it is definitely a must visit for anyone who loves wildlife, conservation, or if you just want to get up close with some truly amazing sea turtles. This center opened in 1968 as a sea turtle farm initially, and over the years it has evolved into a world-renowned conservation and research facility. It's the only one of its kind in the world, and it's played a huge role in helping rebuild the wild population of green sea turtles in the Cayman Islands. A stat that I pulled off of the Cayman Turtle Center website said that when they started, there were 0 wild sea turtle nests in the Cayman Islands. And as of today, there are over 200. So it just shows you what kind of work that they've put in breeding these turtles, getting them ready to go back out into the wild, and then releasing them. And that's one of the coolest parts about this, honestly, is you get to interact with the turtles. You can see that there are huge turtles that weigh over 500 pounds. There are smaller turtles that they have in tanks that you can touch. You can also get in with them. And it's not just the turtles. The center also has a saltwater lagoon for snorkeling, a nature trail, an aviary with tropical birds, and even a predator tank with nurse sharks and tarpon. And during the right season, you can see baby turtles being released into the ocean. As we approach the touch tanks now, this is where the experience at the Turtle Center really changed from us being bystanders to it being interactive. These tanks are open and shallow, and they're designed so that visitors can gently reach in and touch the turtles. These turtles swim around at their own pace inside these tanks, and some of them will be more curious about you, but it was such an interesting experience to be able to feel their shells, which are pretty smooth and firm, and you get a sense of how strong and active they are even at a young age. Each tank has turtles of different sizes, and there are helpful displays nearby that have information about the life cycle, how the center helps protect them, and how many are released back into the wild each year. It's a simple setup, but it's extremely effective and a really cool way to learn more about the animals and see them in a way most people never get to. And if Lindsay wasn't in heaven enough already, they had a wading pool where the water's just deep enough for the turtles to glide around, and they're so used to visitors that they'll come right up to you. It's calm, it's peaceful, it's kind of surreal to see. You know, it's one thing to watch sea turtles on TV or from behind glass in an aquarium, but this was something else entirely. You're standing in the water. You really get a sense of how graceful and curious these turtles are as well. The touch tanks and wading pool aren't just fun, they're meaningful. It's experiences like these that help you appreciate why conservation work matters. And the Cayman Turtle Center really gave us that rare chance to connect with nature, not just observe it. As part of the excursion that we booked through Carnival, this portion of the trip was called the Stingray Sand Bar experience. And I didn't know what to expect, but when we boarded the boat, our guide that you can see talking here was telling us that it's about a 30-minute trip, to the Stingray Sand Bar. And I don't know about you, but when I think about sailing in the ocean, I don't think about the ocean being shallow enough 30 minutes out that you can get out and the water's going to be waist deep. The water was so beautiful, and this experience was absolutely incredible, unparalleled in any excursion that Lindsay and I have taken so far when we've been on a cruise. When we arrived, the water was a little cooler than I expected, but it was crystal clear. And like I said, just a little bit over waist deep. You will see that boats were floating all around us, but the real magic of this excursion was right beneath the surface. Stingrays, dozens of them, gracefully swimming all around us. They'd swim right up, glide past your legs, and they'd circle around you like they had not a care in the world that you were there in the middle of their habitat. We even got to hold one. In fact, the stingray on the screen right now is the one that we got to hold. And the guides had told us that they had never seen a stingray stick around and let so many people hold her. She was beautiful. She was so heavy, but she was so calm and gentle, and we were in heaven. It was such a neat experience. It's the kind of moment that makes you forget that you're on any kind of a schedule and just reminds you how incredible that this planet that you're on really is. Between the turtles and the stingrays, this day in Grand Cayman was something truly special that Lindsay and I would do again in a heartbeat. It was a perfect mix of connection, discovery, and pure island magic.
Did it take off? Tank slapper.
Yes, we are kissing the stingray. We were told that it brings 7 years of good luck, so you better believe that we both puckered up. And again, just look how beautiful this stingray is, how big she is, and she just laid in your arms. She would just lay there, and it was incredible.
Hold her, honey.
The cost of this excursion was $90 per person, and I think that's well worth it in my opinion for everything that we got to see and experience, holding stingrays, petting sea turtles. Just an incredible excursion that Lindsay and I can't recommend enough. If you have any questions about our experiences or what we've done in Grand Cayman, leave them in the comments. We're glad to interact and help you and let you get the most out of your vacation. And with that, we'll catch you on the next adventure.